If you've ever wondered how to keep your skeleton strong and your joints moving smoothly as you age, vitamin K2 deserves a place at the top of your list. Unlike vitamin K1, which is best known for its role in blood clotting and is abundant in leafy green vegetables, vitamin K2 works behind the scenes to guide calcium to exactly where your body needs it, your bones and teeth, while keeping it away from soft tissues like your arteries and joints. This dual action not only builds bone density, but also preserves joint flexibility and helps prevent painful calcification in places it doesn't belong. In scientific terms, K2 activates osteocalcin and matrix GLA protein, two crucial regulators of calcium metabolism. When these proteins are working properly, calcium is locked into the bone matrix rather than forming deposits that can stiffen joints or narrow blood vessels. It may sound technical, but the bottom line is simple. Get enough vitamin K2, and you'll give your body a powerful tool to maintain its structural integrity and mobility. One of the richest natural sources of vitamin K2 is an unlikely breakfast, a staple from Japan called natto. These sticky fermented soybeans are packed with the MK7 form of K2, renowned for its long half-life in the bloodstream and exceptional bioavailability. A single 3-ounce serving can provide upwards of 1,000 micrograms of MK7, far more than any other common food. Clinical studies have shown that regular natto consumption is linked to increased bone mineral density and decreased arterial calcification, meaning better bone strength and improved cardiovascular health at the same time. While the texture and aroma take some getting used to, many people find that stirring a small scoop into warm rice or folding it into miso soup each morning pays off in the form of more flexible knees and less joint pain. If you're feeling adventurous, you can even blend a bit into savory pancakes or chop it finely and toss it into a garden salad. If fermented beans aren't your style, grass-fed butter offers a familiar, delicious way to up your intake of the MK4 form of vitamin K2. Grass-fed cows that graze on fresh pastures produce milk richer in K2, which then carries over into the butter. A single tablespoon can deliver between 10 and 30 micrograms of MK4, along with butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid known for its gut-soothing, anti-inflammatory properties, and fat-soluble vitamins A and D. When you spread grass-fed butter over steamed vegetables, toss it into scrambled eggs, or melt it atop a perfectly cooked steak, you're not only adding flavor, you're giving your bones the precise molecular signals they need to fortify themselves and keep your joints supple. Over time, this simple swap from conventional oils to grass-fed butter can make a noticeable difference in how your body handles calcium and fights off low-grade inflammation around sensitive joints. Egg yolks provide another exceptionally convenient source of MK4, especially when you choose pasture-raised or omega-3 enriched eggs. Each yolk contains roughly 5 to 10 micrograms of vitamin K2, alongside choline, lecithin, and vitamin D, all of which work synergistically to support muscle function, nerve transmission, and calcium utilization. Incorporating 2 to 3 yolks into your breakfast, whether you like them soft-boiled, poached, or scrambled, ensures a steady supply of K2 to kickstart your body's bone-building and joint-lubricating processes. For a creative twist, try whipping egg yolks into a nutrient-dense smoothie with berries and nut milk, or fold them into creamy salad dressings. Because the fats in egg yolks aid the absorption of vitamin K2, pairing them with a handful of mixed greens or steamed asparagus multiplies the benefits in terms of bone health and joint mobility. Aged cheeses such as Gouda, Edam, Gruyere, Brie, and Jarlsberg also earn their reputation as delicious K2 powerhouses. Over weeks and months of careful aging, the bacterial cultures in these cheeses convert vitamin K1 from the milk into MK7, yielding concentrations as high as 50 to 80 micrograms per ounce. That's why a modest serving of these cheeses can make a significant contribution to your daily K2 needs. Beyond the K2, these cheeses supply calcium, high-quality protein, and healthy fats, on top of probiotics in some unpasteurized varieties, which together support bone density, tissue repair, and gut health. Whether you melt a slice onto whole grain toast, Toss cubes into a kale salad or unwind at the end of the day with a small cheese platter and fresh fruit. You'll be reinforcing your body's ability to deposit calcium where it belongs and keep your joints gliding smoothly. For those who prioritize lean meats, chicken and other poultry surprisingly offer a solid dose of MK4 as well. Pasture-raised chicken contains approximately 10 to 15 micrograms of K2 in the form of MK4 per 3-ounce serving. When you grill a chicken breast, sauté tender thighs, or roast a whole bird, you're building protein to repair and maintain the muscles that safeguard your joints, while simultaneously delivering K2 to support bone mineralization. You can turn shredded chicken into tacos, toss sliced chicken into stir-fries, or layer it on salads for an easy K2-rich meal. The key is sourcing poultry from farms that allow their birds to forage naturally, ensuring the highest vitamin K2 content and the healthiest fat profile. If you're open to organ meats, grass-fed liver stands out as one of nature's densest nutrient sources, including vitamin K2. A 3-ounce portion of beef or lamb liver can deliver around 15 micrograms of MK4, along with iron, copper, and vitamins A and B12, nutrients that synergize to support red blood cell production, hormone balance, and cellular repair. While liver's rich flavor may be an acquired taste, blending it into ground meat recipes, pâtés, or meatballs helps mellow its intensity while layering in an extraordinary nutritional boost. Over time, people who add small amounts of liver to their diet report fewer joint aches, better energy levels, and improved bone resilience, an encouraging reminder that sometimes the most powerful foods are the ones we overlook. For plant enthusiasts, and anyone seeking more gut-friendly options, fermented vegetables such as sauerkraut, kimchi, pickles, and miso deliver MK7 thanks to beneficial bacteria that convert vitamin K1 into K2 during fermentation. Though these veggies typically yield 2 to 5 micrograms of MK7 per quarter cup, their real superpower lies in the live cultures that enhance nutrient absorption and soothe intestinal inflammation, factors that indirectly support joint health. A spoonful of sauerkraut alongside your grilled fish, or a dollop of kimchi on tacos, not only adds vibrant flavor, but also supplements your vitamin K2 intake, while diversifying your gut microbiome. Over weeks of daily consumption, many people experience reduced systemic inflammation, fewer joint flare-ups, and improved digestion. Rotisserie chicken drizzled with grass-fed butter and served alongside a salad dressed with extra virgin olive oil and sprinkled with aged cheese makes for a perfect one-stop meal that hits multiple K2 sources at once. Alternatively, start your day with a bowl of creamy chia pudding, layered with chopped egg yolk, crumbled aged cheese, and a side of fermented vegetables. For a warming snack, melt a pat of grass-fed butter into broth and stir in a spoonful of miso paste or add a handful of liver-enhanced meatballs to your next soup. These simple combinations keep your dinner plate varied and delicious, while continuously supplying the K2 your bones and joints require. If you're wondering about the ideal daily intake, experts often recommend a combined target of around 100 to 200 micrograms of vitamin K2 per day, split between MK4 and MK7 forms. While supplements exist, obtaining your K2 through whole foods ensures you reap the synergistic benefits of cofactors like probiotics, healthy fats, and micronutrients. It also aligns with research indicating that dietary K2 correlates with lower fracture risk and reduced arthritic discomfort more robustly than K1 alone. As with any dietary adjustment, it's wise to introduce these foods gradually, especially if you're new to fermented products or organ meats, and to monitor how your body responds. Some individuals may experience mild digestive changes as their gut flora adapt, but these effects typically stabilize within a week or two. If you're taking blood-thinning medications such as warfarin, consult your healthcare provider before increasing vitamin K2-rich foods, since high K2 intake can affect medication dosing. Maintaining strong bones and supple joints isn't a matter of chance, it's a matter of choice. By prioritizing vitamin K2 through foods like natto, grass-fed butter, egg yolks, aged cheeses, pasture-raised poultry, grass-fed liver, and fermented vegetables. You actively guide calcium to where your skeleton and connective tissues demand it, while keeping it away from places it could do harm. Over time, these feeding strategies can translate into improved bone density, reduced incidence of joint pain, and enhanced freedom of movement well into your later decades. Because a body that moves without pain is a body that lives fully. Start today by picking just one change, perhaps a daily spoonful of sauerkraut, a breakfast of pasture-raised eggs, or a weekly slice of aged Gouda, and build from there. Within a month, you'll likely feel the difference. Less creakiness in the morning, more confidence on the stairs, and a lighter step as you walk. In the end, those small, consistent shifts create a solid foundation for lifelong bone and joint health, empowering you to pursue whatever adventures lie ahead with strength and flexibility.